Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here. Welcome to episode 11 of our FIFA 19 career mode series with Crystal Palace. We are coming off of a bit of an absence from the career mode. The last video that you guys saw was about 3 weeks apart from the previous upload, but now we hopefully are back to a more regular schedule. This is the first time I'm recording in about a month, so this will be interesting, but we have a good episode to record, to be fair. We are getting into the January transfer window, and we do plan on mixing things up in the squad, offloading some players and also bringing some players in. Here's a look at our January fixtures. I do plan on playing 3 matches in this episode and then playing 2 matches in the next episode, because what I plan on happening is that I'll scout the players now. Those scouting reports will come back toward the end of the month, and then the next episode we will add some new players to the team. So for today's matches, we will start with an away fixture against Wolves. I'll be fielding a slightly weaker side for this one because I want to field a very strong team for our FA Cup match against Southampton. It is an objective for us to reach the round of 16 in the FA Cup, so I feel like bringing out the better team for that fixture is the right move. We'll close out the episode with the home match against Watford. But if you guys are enjoying the series and are glad to see it back, do feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. To begin with, I wanted to walk you through the players that I've transfer listed in the squad. 2 players blocked for transfers in Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Wilfried Zaha. And the reason for that is because I want them to be integral parts of this Crystal Palace team for the entirety of the career mode save. By the way, Zaha is set to receive an updated hairstyle in the next title update. It just came out today for PC, should be out next week sometime for Xbox and PlayStation, so look forward to that in future episodes of the series. I've also loan listed 2 of our Youth Academy players that we just signed up. I don't see these guys getting much playtime in the squad, at least not yet, so Charlie Murphy and Joseph Gagnon will be hopefully loaned out during this transfer window, and then we've transfer listed a load of players. A few of them are eligible for pre-contract deals, so that might end up happening before we can sell off the players, but Punchin, we're looking to offload before a pre-contract deal comes in. The same said for Kelly. All the players in between are, for the most part, young players that I just don't think are going to make the cut for this team. Their overall is just too low, and they're already too old, although they're like 19, 20, you guys know what I mean. I'm going to be training the 16, 17-year-olds that have the same overall. It just makes more sense. It's unfortunate that these guys won't have a chance, but it's going to happen in any career mode save. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. Getting into our shortlist, we've added several left midfielders that we could potentially add to the team. We have switched around our tactics as of late now, utilizing the 4-4-1-1 formation, and because we only have one proper left midfielder in the team in Yannick Bolasie, I'd like to add a really solid left midfielder to start over Bolasie and then utilize Bolasie as a substitute, which was the initial plan. We'll start with Pione Sisto. He's been a very good player the last few FIFAs, and he's still a great prospect in FIFA 19. Only 23 years old, 4-star skills and a 4-star weak foot. We don't have a full evaluation of his statistics yet, but as that comes in, I will update you guys. Our second player here is Ryan Sessegnon. A lot of you guys will be familiar with him because, 1, he's English and he had a breakout year last year in the championship. Can play both left wing and left back, which I really like because ideally for this player, I want someone that's good going forward, but also someone that can track back and help out on defensive duties, especially in this 4-4-1-1 formation where our left mid and right mid are going to have to play a variety of roles for us. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to approach him right now on a transfer because he's out on loan, I believe to the Serie A, which is kind of strange, but it is what it is, and I think we're going to have to pass on him for now. I'll keep him shortlisted though because he could be a prospect in the future. Irving Lozano is a pretty popular suggestion that I see in pretty much whatever series, just because I think he's a fan favorite and he's very good in FIFA. We already have a full evaluation of his stats, 81 overall, 4-star skills and a 4-star weak foot. It wouldn't be an unrealistic transfer either because I wouldn't be surprised if he made his way to a Premier League club here in the next couple of seasons. Of course, he moved from the Mexican League over to PSV, and now I think it's about that stage of his career where he's looking at other clubs and higher profile clubs. Moving on, we do have Denis Cherchev, and similar to Sessegnon, he's out on loan, so we're not going to be able to approach him. The reason I added him is because he had a breakout summer in the World Cup. Would have loved to add him into this team because he's very solid. The only downside to him is he doesn't have the 4-star skills, but in every other aspect, he looks like a great player. The final guy I have here is Angel Correa, and I was surprised to see that he's been at Atletico Madrid, I want to say since like 2013, and he's still serving as more of a substitute for them. So maybe he's looking for a change in his career. Very similar to Sisto and Lozano, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. I think you guys can tell I like that combination. And he's similar in that regard in that he has the pace. He can help out defensively in that he's quick, he can track back, and I think he would be a very solid signing as well. If you guys do want to get involved in this whole transfer process, you can let me know which of these players you might prefer. If there's any other players that you think I should add to the shortlist, it's not too late for me to do so. Just drop it in the comment section and I'll add those players in the next episode. Before we move forward with our first match of the episode, we have a squad report to get through. Of course, we do this at the start of every month and things won't change for this month. First player to see some growth is Ayer. He's gone up +1 since December, going up +1 to his jumping, +2 to his agility, +3 to his sprint speed, and +9 to his interceptions. It feels like he grows every single month, so it's just spectacular to see. Can't wait to see what the future might hold for this guy. I could see him being a starter for us in Season 2 of this career mode. In terms of the technical attributes, +1 to his ball control, free kick accuracy, finishing, heading accuracy, a +2 to his dribbling and short passing, +7 to his marking, +8 to slide tackle and stand tackle. Wan-Bissaka also going up +1 in his overall. Nice to see. He's just about the mid-70s. We took a risk starting him at the beginning of the season. I think that risk has paid off, and he's developing into a very promising right back for us. Of course, he has the potential, but now the overall is also there. A +1 to his balance, sprint speed, strength, reactions, and vision, +2 to acceleration and agility, a +9 to his interceptions, +1 to crossing, free kick accuracy, heading accuracy, long passing, long shots, and short passing, a +2 to his curve and penalties. We also have a +4 to his ball control, a +6 to his marking and slide tackle, and a +7 to his standing tackle. Valerio Ortiz is a Youth Academy goalkeeper that we just signed up. 17 years old, and he's already seen a +3 in his growth. +1 to his kicking, a +2 to his diving, a +3 to his handling, +4 to his reflexes, and +5 to his positioning. Really good to see that he's improving in the positioning aspect. That's his weakest area, so we need to see some growth really quickly there. If you guys didn't catch when I originally signed him, here's a look at his other stats because I know that is important to some of you guys. In terms of other players that saw some growth, Riedewald went up +1 in his overall, going up +1 to his bounce and aggression, a +2 to his jumping, a +3 to acceleration and sprint speed, a +5 to his interceptions, a +1 to his crossing, heading accuracy, long passing, short passing, and a +4 to his ball control, +5 to his stand tackle, +6 to his marking. Kirby has all of a sudden gone up +2 in his overall. Something that I've noticed with loaned out players is that they just grow all of a sudden. That was the case last year, and it looks like it's the case this year as well. So a lot of attributes for us to go over here. A +1 to his balance, jumping, sprint speed, strength, +2 to his acceleration and vision, +3 to his agility, +1 to crossing, curve, long passing, long shots, marking, shot power, and slide tackle, a +2 to his heading accuracy, short passing, and volleys, +3 to ball control, dribbling, and penalties. And I believe we have one more here, a +6 to his finishing. Tyreek Mitchell has gone up +1 since the last month, going up +1 to his acceleration and interceptions, +1 to dribbling, free kick accuracy, and shot power, as well as stand tackle. A +2 to his short passing, +3 to ball control, long passing, marking, penalties, and slide tackle, +5 to his heading accuracy. Mario Rucha is another Youth Academy prospect that we just signed up. He's gone up +1 since the last month, and I think he's going to be a spectacular center back here in the future. He has all the right stats for it. We just need to let him grow and develop. He's gone up +1 in his attacking positioning, and he's also gone up a +1 in his volleys, +2 to his marking. Again, I'll show off these attributes because they are just so good. 4-star skills, which is nice for a center back. 3-star weak foot, he's left-footed, and a medium-high work rates. Nothing I can complain about there. Of course, all of these work rates and height, weight, all that sort of stuff is randomly generated. We lucked out in that we have a very promising player right here. The final player to see some growth is another loaned out player in Jordan Much. He is in the MLS for the Vancouver Whitecaps. He's gone up +1 since the last month, going up +1 in his aggression, +1 to crossing, dribbling, long shot, short passing, and stand tackle. A quick look at the league table will see that we moved up slightly in the standings. With that said, we have quite a few teams right behind us, so we need to keep up our good form, win some matches, and hopefully keep on moving up in the standings. I mentioned earlier that we'll be fielding a slightly weaker starting 11 for this match in order to preserve player fitness. Still some of our key names in there like Meyer, Zaha, and Benteke. The plan is for me to take them off at halftime. That way their stamina and fitness isn't too low and that they'll be able to recover in just half week, and we'll have them ready for our fixture in the FA Cup. But we've basically switched around our whole back line. Still a very competent defense in Schlupp, Riedewald, Ayer, and Ward. We saw in the last episode this partnership of Ayer and Riedewald worked wonders. I'm hoping that'll continue in this match against Wolves. Wolves should be pretty happy with their start to the Premier League. 12th place is not bad for a newly promoted side. They are unique in that they use a 5 at the back formation, but their wingbacks do push up, which may leave them defensively open. I'm hoping we can score some goals in this one. That's a big header won by Milivojevic. Benteke, for some reason, tried chesting it back to Milivojevic. I don't think that was the right decision. And all of a sudden, it's going to be Wolves on the counter. They do have Callum Wilson. I don't believe that's a transfer Wolves made in the summer, so it means they made it in-game, which will only strengthen their side. Good tackle, though, by Ayer, and we're able to get this one away. A lot of space here on the wings, which is a bit surprising considering Wolves are using a 5 at the back formation, but we will play it through to Zaha. Nice turn, and a look for options in the middle. Milivojevic to Meyer. He'll try the time finesse shot. Gets blocked in the process. However, you can see gaps are starting to open up, and we'll keep on trying to exploit that, looking for the open passing lanes. Playing in the middle to Meyer. He has Benteke. Benteke, nice one-time pass to Zaha. Looking for Benteke once more. It will be Zaha to have an effort right at Patricio, though. Open look for Meyer. The time finesse shot was on target, and it was timed perfectly. However, the Wolves goalkeeper equal to it, and he's going to be difficult to beat. For a newly promoted side, they are very strong defensively, and they really did focus a lot of their funds in the transfer window on their defense. They do still have some good goal scorers, though, and the shot might have taken a deflection. It'll be a corner for Wolves. Corner kick coming in. They've got Adama showing short. But then Donker chesting it out to Bennett. Back to Adama. Shot on the near post, saved well by Guaita. He's been solid in the first half of the season. Here's to hoping the second half will be just as good. A lot of space here on the left. We need to play that in time, and Ayew is away. We'll try the finesse shot, and again, it's right at Patricio. We need to do better on those finishes, and maybe I needed to line up the angles a little bit better. Another good shot and timed perfectly. However, it sails over the crossbar from Benteke. No deflection taken either. We are getting a lot of chances on this Wolves team. We just need to find the back of the net. See Benteke making a nice run through, and the pass took a deflection in the process. That's unfortunate, because that was probably the clearest opportunity we've had so far. Just made a mess of it. Might get a chance here, though, with Zaha. The nice drag back to create a little bit of space. Another deflection taken. And that just about goes out for a goal kick. I was afraid Patricio would get there in time because I purposely dragged Zaha off the ball. We'll take this corner kick, though, and look for Benteke in the middle. It's not going to Benteke. Instead, it'll fall outside to Riedewald. Get this on his left foot. Maybe he can send it across. Instead, we'll cut it back inside to Ayew. Open look for Milivojevic. Timed effort off the crossbar. We've been so unlucky today. Nice play. And it's going to be a finesse shot from Zaha. That's some beautiful build-up. We saw the space open up for Zaha, and he's going to keep on showing his clinical abilities. Edging to be the top goal scorer in the Premier League. This is going to help his chances. We'll see if we can get him another. Ooh, mistake here from Wolves. Can we make them pay? And we just didn't have the right runners, to be honest. We only had one player forward, and we could just not make it happen. 3 minutes of added extra time. I'll be okay with holding on to a 1-0 advantage at the break, unless we can dispossess them here. But at this stage, I just want to get the ball back and see out the half. Cross sent in. We'll try to get that away. Riedewald does well, and we'll just pass it around the back for the remainder of the first half. No complaints from me so far. We've got plenty of opportunities. We just need to keep on getting open looks like we had. courtesy of the Zaha goal. Pretty even on the possession stats, but Wolves have not seemed dangerous attacking. I mentioned prior going into this match that I wanted to take Benteke, Zaha, and Meyer off at halftime. I'm going to let them play a little bit longer. Hopefully we can get a second goal within 10 or 15 minutes. If we do get that second goal, I'll sub them off straight away. If we don't have a 2-goal cushion by, let's say, the 60th minute, I'll still make those subs regardless. Whew. Benteke just about took that one away. If he did, we would have been through on goal, but it's Wolves who might be through as Jota plays to Wilson, now to Johnny. Their fullbacks pushing up, and we're trying to contain them. Play in the middle to Dorita, the left-footed effort. Didn't have a lot of power behind it, didn't have the accuracy either, and we'll walk away from that one pretty easily. We need to catch up here. Costa has a lot of pace, and he has the skills as well. Costa now playing a pass to Doherty. Has some great passing statistics, and he might just send it across here. Instead, they're just playing 1-2 passes between Elder Costa and Doherty. Not sure the thought process of them right there, as we might be able to get forward. I kind of wanted Zaha to keep on running. I think we'll still get to it, but we could have had a lot more space there. Playing a pass inside to Ayew. Looking for Max Meyer, the number 7. And we'll try the drag backs, which have worked out well for us so far. We didn't time that perfectly. If we did, we could have gotten the goal. At the 58-minute mark, though, I'm going to make my substitutions. It's risky. I really want 3 points here, but I need to think about the FA Cup. Here's a look at the substitutions. I'll be taking Zaha off and bringing on Loftus-Cheek. Usually I'd bring in Koyate for Meyer as our left center mid, but I have a feeling Peter Price can make an impact on this match. We don't have any Youth Academy objectives where we need to play him, but I honestly felt good about his performance in his first appearance, so I'm hoping that'll continue here. And then for Benteke, although he's not very low on his fitness, he didn't have to do a lot of running in the first half, we'll swap him and Wickham, who has scored a couple of goals recently, to be fair. And here's Price, spotting out the run from Loftus-Cheek. We will find him. One more pass in the middle to Price. The finesse shot. Everything was working for him up until the finish. The movement was brilliant, but I think that's the inexperience coming into play. There, he just needs to get his laces through and get it on target. Oh, this could be bad. It's Jota with a near post finish. Wasn't expecting him to go on the near post. I honestly thought about moving my keeper to the far post. Didn't touch him though. It was just a solid finish by the Portuguese Jota. And Wolves probably deserve a goal from this match. They've had chances, but that's been the best one, and they convert it. Big switch of play, and the width that Wolves have is just incredible. The fact that their fullbacks push up, it just gives them the extra option. But the problem is they need to get back quickly, because we are on a counter all of a sudden. And it's going to be Sorlot. Looking for the player in the middle. No, it's Loftus-Cheek. Back to Sorlot. Can we send it across to the far post? We'll try it. Can we get there? Decent effort. Not on target again. The amount of clinical chances we've had, that's been the issue. We've had plenty of shots. Just getting shots on target, we just can't seem to do. We're going to try playing this one through. Didn't quite work out, but Peter Price is open with a free chance. The keeper surely got a piece of that. And it's going to be a corner kick for us. I think that might have been on target as well. You can see 7 saves for Patricio. That is some incredible figures for him. Can we win this header, though? No, it's cleared away. We'll stay with it with Riedewald. Trying to keep hold of possession. Just outside the 18-yard box. And it's Peter Price. Open look on goal. He will try to find a passing option, though. And line up this finesse shot. We've timed it perfectly. Oh, we just need to have a better player in that scenario. That would have been on target had that been a Max Meyer. Good chance here. We have plenty of options around us. We'll play one more through ball. Price to Ayew. Can he finish? It's going to be a second goal. We just need to hang on now as my phone gets a notification. I'll turn that off after this, but that is a crucial goal for us. If we can walk out of here with 3 points while preserving the fitness of our crucial players like Benteke, like Meyer and Zaha, that's just perfect. I couldn't be much happier about that performance. Yes, we could have been much more clinical with our chances, converting more of our shots into goals. But at the end of the day, we're going to walk out of the Molineux with 3 points, and that is the main objective. In terms of player ratings, it's Ayew who scored the second goal, and he'll win man of the match with an 8.8 rating. I might have forgotten to update you guys on this, but Ryan Innes has left the club. I believe we agreed to a transfer deal prior to the January window opening, so now the deal has gone through. And it looks like transfer offers are starting to roll in. The first offer that we've received is from Manchester United for Milivojevic. I'm honestly not too surprised by this because Milivojevic has contributed a lot of goals, and obviously he's a great defensive player for us as well, so I'm not surprised the top tier teams in the Premier League are seeking his services, but I will be rejecting this offer. I'm not opposed to selling him for some astronomical amount, but not for something that's below his market value. So we'll be rejecting this offer outright to Manchester United. The other email that we have here is news that Pione Sisto is in talks with other teams, specifically Schalke. I think it's a little bit early for us to start pursuing him with transfer deals and reach an agreement with Celta Vigo because we don't have a full evaluation of his value, and we have other options in the short list. I also want to hear your guys' feedback about the players that I expressed, so let me know in the comment section what you think about Sisto, whether you think he's worth 18 million or whether we should go with someone else. It's time for us to kick off in the FA Cup, and thankfully fitness levels are not going to be an issue for us. I think any of our players are capable of putting in a full 90 minutes. It's just a matter of me choosing which positions to substitute for tactical reasons. We're looking good going into this match against Southampton. Obviously not going to be an easy opponent, but we're in good form, scoring goals, and playing well defensively. Similar to Wolves, Southampton are also using a 5 at the back formation. However, I think this formation is a bit more defensive. Their wingers are going to track back, and I think their game plan is just not to concede a lot of goals. Play the ball through to Jamie Vardy, hope for some counterattacks. Well, I talked about Jamie Vardy, but it is another staple Southampton player, James Ward-Prowse. We know he's good moving forward, and that was just some nice passing play in the initial moments of the match. Nothing I can really complain about defensively. I felt like I defended that all right. I just didn't have the right player switching. A little bit sloppy with the play. We'll get a corner kick out of it, though. And one thing I've picked up from the Southampton defense is they do not close us down outside the 18-yard box. They just kind of hope for blocks. And I'll keep that in mind moving forward. We'll send this one in, though, with Milivojevic. And Benteke hits the post. Unfortunate not to make things level there. We'll get lucky on that chance, and Redmond just about got the rebound. We do luck out, and we can move forward here. A lot of space in the midfield. It appears that Southampton are actually playing fairly attacking. Fair play to them. Actually, I've really enjoyed this match so far and their play style. I've already playing this one through. Van Aanholt needs a track back. Redmond called offside. There we go, a little bit of space. Could have played through Van Aanholt. Option not to. And surely that's going to be a free kick for us. Maybe we can get a little tactic going on or go with the direct option. Keeper showing a lot of that left side. You know what? I'm going to have a direct shot on target and hope that Townsend can bend this one in. 2 bars of power. That one was on target. McCarthy with a big-time save. And apparently Townsend's shots have a lot of curve. It was more than I expected. But we'll see if Benteke can win another header here. He does! Don't tell me he's going to hit the post twice. Or the crossbar twice. This has been absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to send Benteke on this run. A lot of space here for him. Needs to finish it on his right foot. You can't script this. 3 times he has hit the crossbar. I don't think I've ever seen this before playing FIFA 19, and I've logged a lot of games. This is just completely against our luck, and apparently he's also picked up an injury. I don't know how that shot goes in and we can hit the post 3 times. It's Jamie Vardy to get in on the action now. And Southampton will go into the halftime break with a 2-0 advantage. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. It's going to take a pretty incredible second half effort to get it back into this one. Our conversion rate has been abysmal though. 1 shot on target to 10 shots. That needs to be better. And that is an instant reply if I've ever seen one. I think that was Yannick Palazzi getting his first goal. Actually, it's Benteke to score in this one. He scored a number of goals. If it would have been Palazzi, that would have been incredible because he has been in poor form throughout the first half of the season. Would have been nice to see him step up there. But it's our striker, Benteke, getting a goal when we needed him to most. And now it's going to be Palazzi hitting the crossbar. I want to say that's the 4th time in this match that we've done so. That wasn't the best opportunity, to be fair, and I'm surprised we got as close as we did, but luck has not been on our side today. Come on, Max Meyer! Too much power behind it. Maybe should have gone a finesse shot in that case, and I'm surprised he put that one over. Meyer's been so consistent for us. It's time to make a few changes. We'll bring Meyer off after that miss and bring on Loftus-Cheek. I also want to switch things up, but I'm not sure who to bring on. I suppose I'll bring on Ayew at this left mid position because he is right-footed. And I'll leave it as is right now, just in case we can get a goal and change the momentum of things. We need to get forward here. I'm asking Townsend to keep making his run. We'll try to time this perfectly. The flag stays down, and now we need to look for a passing option. Back in the middle, it's Wan-Bissaka to Milivojevic. Seeing the open run from Benteke. The effort right at McCarthy. We do get a corner kick from it, though. 10 minutes left to play. We need a goal, and we need it quickly. This one is going to be saved, and we're getting a little bit too aggressive now. It's a great ball. Loftus-Cheek just needs to put it away, and we get the second goal. I'm not sure what that means in terms of whether we're going to play extra time past the 90 minutes or whether we're going to play a replay, but it's level. That's the important thing. And maybe we can push on for one more. Not long left now. This is probably the last attack of the match. And we'll see how much added time is given. 3 minutes. So we need to hold on to the ball for a few seconds here. Make sure that Southampton can't get another attack in. Then we'll try to get forward and get the final shot of the match. We need to play it forward, though, and not backwards. Otherwise, we're going to run out of time. That's not how I wanted to play it. And it's going to be Southampton to get one more attack in. Vardy playing in the middle. Is the ref going to let them play on? He will. The switch of play is a good one. They have Vardy in the middle. It's Elianusi playing it back. Ref call it. They're playing it backwards. Still letting them play on. We're going to get this one away. And the ref might even let us play off. No, it's going to be full time there. And we'll see what that means. So it looks like it means that we will be playing a replay of this FA Cup fixture. And looking at those stats, I do not want to see that again because we're pretty horrible in the first half in terms of our conversion rate. Not much better in the second half, but at least we're able to make things level. In terms of player ratings, it's Wilfried Zaha to get a 9.4, and Benteke also put in a good shift with a 9.0. A few pieces of transfer news. First off, we received an offer from Besiktas for James McArthur for 5.7 million. I'll have to take a look at this. And his value isn't that much higher. He serves as a squad rotational player for us, and it might be good to offload him considering he has 42,500 for his weekly wages. That's a good sum of cash, and we could increase the quality of the left midfielder that we bring in. However, I know he's a fan favorite among you guys. He has gotten a few appearances throughout the season, so I'll leave this one to a vote. Do you want to see McArthur stay with Crystal Palace, or would you rather see him move on and we take the cash? In terms of other deals, we have a punch and transfer approach made. Unfortunately, we weren't able to receive an offer before a pre-contract agreement came in, so he will be leaving the club here at the end of the season. He will be staying with us for the remainder of the 6 months on his contract. And lastly, we have Jordan Much returning from loan from the Whitecaps. Might just loan him out right away or sell him off. As a result of our performance in the FA Cup, we've received a little bit more prize money, and every little bit counts when it comes to making transfers. Lazio are interested in acquiring Sacco, and looking at how his value has increased over the season, we saw about 14 million for the offers at the start of the season. Now it's up to 15 million. However, my position still stands. I'm not interested in selling him quite yet. He's going to keep on growing in his overall. He's still only 28 years old. I could see him hitting an 81 or an 82. And then once our two other center backs in Riedewald and Ayer have a better rating, then we could start thinking about transferring him. Our final use scouting report is attached from the Ivory Coast. We'll quickly scroll through this and see if we can find any 90+ potential players to add to our youth academy. This hasn't been the best scouting network. I feel like our one in the United States was much more successful, but like, this is what I mean. Even though players that have a 90+ potential, their value is just horrible. So we're going to be rejecting that one We have Kouassi, a 70 to 94 potential. His value is still pretty low, but we'll sign him regardless because he has that 94 potential. Kamara, similar case for him. And Fofana, also another player that will sign up. Apparently all the good ones were toward the bottom of the list. And Kouassi might be the best of the bunch. 49 to 67 overall, 80 to 94 potential. Has a good value. We'll be signing him. Looks like clubs are interested in acquiring our Youth Academy players on loan. This offer for Charlie Murphy from SC Sion. I believe that's in France. And we'll see if they do accept that, because something I noticed for our other Youth Academy players from England, they weren't really interested in going abroad, so we might just have to keep on accepting loan offers until one of them works out. Other clubs are catching on to the growth of our young center backs. An offer coming in for Riedwald from Porto, and we'll be rejecting this. Although 10.6 million is a respectable offer, I'm really excited about his future, and there's no way I'll be offloading him. We're still holding strong in the league table, 7th place with 33 points, and looking at the teams ahead of us, we're 6 points behind Spurs for that 4th place position, which is kind of my personal objective for this season, although we only need to finish mid-table for the board objective. Watford are sitting 14th. I know the starting 11 struggled in the last match, but I'm not going to make any changes to our lineup. If they perform poorly in this one, then I'll start thinking about mixing things up moving forward. But I'm giving this team another chance, and hopefully my confidence in them will pay off and we can get a good result against Watford. Keep on moving up in the Premier League. It's nice to see a change of pace in this Watford starting lineup. They are not using a 5 at the back formation. In fact, they're using something similar to us. Might be a 4-2-3-1, might be a 4-4-1-1. Early corner kick for us. We're heading straight for Benteke, and that was probably the best looking delivery we've had so far. It doesn't work out as Cardinal made a good punch out. We're still with it though, as Townsend gets a little bit of space. We got a time finesse shot, and that took a deflection. I can guarantee you that. We'll still take the goal, but we get very lucky for that to ricochet off one of their players. And you can tell by the keeper's reaction, he had no idea what to do. And that is an instant reply from Paco Alcacer, the current Borussia Dortmund player, now playing for Watford, is going to get things level just 10 minutes into this one. Some nice play. Can Palazzi finally score? Nope, not quite yet. Still with it though. And maybe he can find an open pass. Playing this in the middle. Deflects over to Benteke. Looking for Zaha. He'll turn. He'll shoot. And that one's off the crossbar. Can we win the header? What is even going on right now? It's finally cleared out by Watford. I don't know how many times we have hit the crossbar in this episode. If we can get like a counter going or something, that'd be great. Dude, what is he even... That's probably like double digits. That's a really nice goal. I saw Christian Benteke was opening up to space, but Townsend had to wait that pass perfectly in order to get it to feet so that he could take an extra touch as well as beat the defender. That's a brilliantly crafted goal, and deservedly, we go into the break ahead. Here are the halftime stats. We've been dominant in this one. Unlucky not to have 3 or even 4. All I want the team to do is continue that momentum, hopefully score some more. Oh, it's an open net. Finally, we caught Cardinal out, and that is a crucial 3rd goal for us. And who else to score it? It's Christian Benteke being at the right place at the right time, showing off some of that attack positioning, and of course his heading ability. With the 2-goal lead, we'll make some substitutions. Meyer out and Loftus-Cheek being brought in. Koyate hasn't seen too much playtime in this episode, so we'll swap him in Milivojevic, which leaves us with 1 remaining substitution. I'll save that for a later time. Finally, we're finishing some of our chances. Zaha pulled off some of those simple ball rolls to fool the defenders. We get a lucky bounce for that to fall right back to him. And then Loftus-Cheek with a near post finish. No doubt about that one. And now Watford are just being silly with some of their chances. Like, that time around I missed an open finesse shot and I timed it incorrectly. But some of the play Watford's been doing lately has just been bad. I don't know about that one, Guaita. Shouldn't be conceding those goals on his near post. He has been susceptible to some of those this season. I've seen comments actually saying that part of the reason why we've been such a poor defensive team is the mistakes that Guaita has made. And I'm not sure about that. Like, he's definitely pulled off some saves to keep us in games, but his handling and his decisions in that case were really bad. There's a good save by Guaita. Needs to get back up, and he does collect the rebound, making up for his earlier mistake and keeping this one at a 2-goal cushion, which is very much what I prefer. I don't want for to have a chance in this one. As we reflect on the full-time statistics, I just again want to say it's really good to be back in uploading videos again for you guys. Hopefully we can get into more of a routine and keep this career mode progressing. In terms of today's man of the match, it goes to Andros Townsend, sharing a 9.5 rating with Christian Benteke. But guys, that'll bring an end to today's episode of the Crystal Palace career mode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. But until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.